showdown. You don't have to be a fan of either team to appreciate the matchup of these two elite quarterbacks. Both guys hoping to use this big stage and display their supremacy. This is Austin, Texas, and Darrell K. Royal Stadium, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Hermstreet. Kirk, let's get this thing going. Longhorns will kick it away and start us off. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. First play looking to throw it. He lets it go. Caught in the open. Tackle made after a huge gain all the way to the 40.
That is exactly how you envision that first play going all week. You put it out there, you hope for a big play, and you hit it.
One explosive play has set them up at the opponent's 40. And the single back takes the handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Fans around the country got their eyes on this matchup, but this is going to be fun. It doesn't happen often enough in college football, an early season collision of top 5 teams.
Yeah, you love to see a test early in the year for the players and the coaches because you find out all that work you put in the summer. You think you got a good football team, and now you get a chance to go up against one of the top teams in the country. I'm just glad we're here to witness it.
Well, this is everything you want from an offense. Good job by that offensive line. You give this quarterback time like this to throw, and he's going to make you pay for it. It's exactly what he did right there with the accuracy of that throw.
So the offense really clicking here. 3 plays, and suddenly it's first and goal. They're going to run it here. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line. These are tough yards to come by. Positive yards. Good push inside there by that offensive line.
And this big crowd doing everything possible to inspire this defense down here near the goal line. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now 3rd down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that A-gap and try to overpower that defensive front.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. And the tight end tries to muscle his way to a first down. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies. And Kirk, how important is that to get off to a positive start, to draw first blood in a rivalry game like this?
Well, Chris, as you know, in a rivalry game, there's so much emotion. So to be able to put a touchdown on the board first just sets the tone for a big day.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Handoff here from the shotgun. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain. Well, Kirk, how sweet is it to have the Aggies and the Longhorns back together? Realignment has cost us a lot of traditions in this sport, but this one, it's brought back together.
Yeah, thank goodness you have a chance to see these teams on the field together. We've missed the rivalry. It's so much fun and one of the great historical rivalries in this sport.
So 2nd and 7 after the 3-yard pickup. This offense trying to get something going on this drive. Breaks loose at the 40. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
That run, good for a first down. The offense still rolling. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Here's the 2nd down play.
Here we go.
They'll hand it off. Fights off the defender. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. They make the stop, but good enough for a first down at the 29.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
They get him down, but that's a solid gain. The Longhorns are in the red zone. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Hit as he released it. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver.
One way to slow down a very gifted quarterback is to be able to get pressure on him. Right now, the defense coordinator is doing a great job of mixing up the looks. And the defense
over the end zone has a lane. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas.
What an opening drive by this offense, and especially this running back. Every single time they gave him the ball, he's getting positive yards behind that big offensive line. And if I'm the defense coordinator, you better make some adjustments and do it in a hurry. You got to get more guys committed to the line of scrimmage to stop this run game.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Receiver makes the catch. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
We see this all over the country now in college football. Defensive backs staying back a little bit deeper, forcing the quarterback to have to throw things in front. I like the decision here by the quarterback because he gets positive yards. It's a good way of staying ahead of the chains.
Jukes to get free. They bring him down, but a solid run there by the sophomore.
Boy, when this back has room to run, he really can hurt you with his speed and ability to accelerate upfield to pick up a first down. Think about A&M backs over the years. They have been spoiled. Some great backs, most recently, Devon A-Chain and Isaiah Spiller. But even going back, people forget Dante Hall when he wore that Texas.
Oh, the pass rush gets home.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
After the sack on first down, it's 2nd down. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Caught over the middle. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
Throws it to the right. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Well, if I'm this defense, you get these guys to third down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage rolled to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
And we're going to throw now on first down. Quick completion to the tight end. A big hit by the linebacker, able to knock him down.
Boy, he has such great size. I just love this play call on 1st and 10. The defense is expecting a run. Instead, you go play action, and you throw it to the big man for some positive yards on 1st and 10.
This is the 6th play on the drive. Looking to chuck it again. Moves out of the pocket. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Chris, he's trying to find something. Nothing is there. Everything is covered downfield. He's rolling to his right. Eyes are downfield. But the one thing he doesn't see is that defender who steps in front of that to make that interception.
And the drive will begin backed up at their own 10-yard line. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They get him to the ground about the 18-yard line.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Defense does a great job of taking everything away downfield. This quarterback wanted to take a shot, but nothing is there. The only problem is they didn't account for him taking off and running, so he picks up the 1st down.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Fires it to the wideout. Caught! He's wide open. Look out! They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength. We are deadlocked at the end of a fun, competitive first quarter. Let's check out the stats so far. And after a promising start, we hope that both these teams will just continue with more of this action. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. They'll change the pre-snap look now. An inside give now from the shotgun. And he's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. He escapes the pocket. Decides not to throw it and will take an enormous loss on this sack.
Chris, this one's on the quarterback, in my opinion. He's got to have a better feel and a presence in the pocket to be able to either check it down or get rid of the ball. You just can't take the sack.
So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Just standing there, gets hit again.
I think that was a coverage sack as much as anything. They sat back in a dime defense with 6 defensive backs, and none of them blitzed. They just sat back in coverage, and the defensive line eventually came up with a sack.
And that sets up a return. Finally forced out of bounds, but a solid return that time. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. He'll hand it off. Breaks an open space. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. He's got the first and still going. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now.
Whew, how about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Lets it go quickly. Oh, and he dropped it. Very uncharacteristic play by this wide receiver. Second down. Rivalry born in 1894, but all the twists and turns, the different conferences since then, so much has changed, but the Aggies and the Longhorns always seem to deliver.
Well, it's just so much fun to be able to see these teams.
He cannot escape. It's a sack.
This is good pressure by the defense. It just felt like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a little bit too long, which allowed the defense to get home.
So here comes third and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Oh, and he dropped it. We don't see that often from this guy. Brings up fourth down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
And he's got it from 49 yards out. What a powerful kick.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. When he's got some space here. Turns on the speed. It's a foot race. All the way for a touchdown. What a highlight moment. The kickoff taken all the way back for a touchdown.
I mean, a kick return for a touchdown is one of the most electrifying plays in football. Everything has to align right. Great blocks. Return man hits the crease just like he did there. Then he's off to the races. By the way, if I'm the kickoff coverage team, I don't know if I'd be kicking to this guy.
Extra point makes the lead 4. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. They settled for 3 last time. Let's see what they can come up with this drive. Going for a big play downfield. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete and brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Breaks free. As the first down is still going. Oh, what a spin. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there on the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. Now, instead of a nice gain, they're going backwards with that penalty call. First down here for this offense. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. A play action, looking to throw. On the move now. Finds a man open on the right side, downfield.
And that is always the toughest thing for a defense, when you cover the initial routes by the receivers, but then they start their second routes adjusting to the quarterback scramble, and they're able to get open. And when you have a quarterback who can run around and buy time, it makes it so much tougher on coverage.
They make the stop, but good enough for a first down at the 29.
Love the call here on 3rd and short. When in doubt, go to the big tight end with that big frame. Easy catch, box out the defense, and get the first down.
Looking to throw it on first down. Caught by the receiver.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Pass complete. It's second down now. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Boy, this defense is having a game. So much pressure, so many sacks already. We're not even to halftime. The offense better do a better job of protecting, and I think the offensive coordinator needs to make some adjustments.
They've got him. Again, he couldn't escape.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you've got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
Coach elects to try for 3 points and sends out the field goal unit. They will trust the kicker here from 55 yards out. Let's see if he can get it there. He missed it. Off target that time. And it's still a 4-point margin after the miss.
That's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown at the very least 3 points, but instead, he shanks it.
So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. Here comes a handoff. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7. It's the 2-minute timeout. Nice to have a close game here as we approach the half.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down play coming up. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Gets the first and still running. He make the tackle, but this offense has crossed midfield. Set up with a first down at the 47. New set it down to the offense. 1st and 10. Off the RPO, caught to the right. Breaks the tackle. He's got room. They finally grab the senior, but not before he leads the defense on a chase.
Yeah, you know this defense is going to be frustrated after giving them multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
Tight end goes in motion before the snap. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing. Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. They look to throw it here on second down. Pressure is coming. Gets loose, able to scramble for a solid gain.
That's what I really love about this quarterback. Looks downfield, everybody's covered. Instead of just throwing this ball away, he's got the athletic ability to make this defense pay for it by picking up some good yards.
You make the stop, but it'll be first down from the 13.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Couldn't quite get in. Tackled down at the 2-yard line. Excellent run.
And that's what he likes to do. He knows he's a weapon out there, not just with his arm, but when he can pull it down on an option like this and pick up a big chunk of yards, it can leave any defense with their head spinning.
Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. Nothing doing in that play. The big D tackle there for the stop. Coming up, 2nd down and goal. Direct snap to the back. And he busts into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for a running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off and hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. And test the middle and get stuck. That is just not open for business today. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. The back's got it again. That one takes it across the 30-yard line. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Aggies will kick it away to get us going in the second half. And it's fielded. Returner trying to make something happen. Be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They built the lead with an efficient running game. Let's see if they can take to the air now to start the third quarter. Put some space around the 30. Here he goes. Inside the 40. They make the tackle, but that's a huge chunk of yardage on that play.
And this guy is as fast as there is in college football. It's so much fun to watch him when he gets out in space with room to go. And you just know the home crowd is loving this.
Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss on the play.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
A quick throw left, complete. Enough to convert on 3rd there, so 1st down from the 12 now.
Well, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off, and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Queen toward the end zone. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Texas. The momentum really building now. This one could get out of hand here in a hurry.
And that's the last thing you want to do in a rivalry game. Not just lose the game, but get embarrassed. Man, you got to fight for 60 minutes.
Point after, up and good. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start at the 25. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. He's got the 1st down and still motoring. Second effort, their defense cannot stop him short of the marker.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
1st and 10 now for the offense. The running back here in a direct snap. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, I love watching these linebackers fly around, doing a good job of reading their keys. Saw the guard pulling, shot through that A-gap, and was able to blow this play up.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Quick throw to the left. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet.
Well, they come out of that nickel package, and the move pays off. Gives them an extra defensive back on the field, a little bit more speed and awareness, and it pays off with this big interception.
The Longhorns offense takes the field. Ball handed off. Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
And now the handoff. Longhorns churn out another 1st down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Quick throw misses his mark there, incomplete. So 2nd down after the incompletion. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Quarterback looking to scramble. He'll avoid the big hit on the slide.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but then make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 22. You expect this is 4-down territory. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Touchdown, Longhorns. They continue to roll up the score. And Texas really beginning to build momentum, for this one is getting away from the Aggies in a hurry.
I think Texas just has too much overall team speed. I think you see it with the skill players, but even on the defensive side of the ball, it's a big reason why they're winning so big.
And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Bringing pressure. Pickup is 5 yards, so it's 2nd down and 5.
Hey, if you're not going to account for a quarterback, he's going to be smart enough to take off when the opportunity is there.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Quarterback drops back. Catch made across the middle by the running back. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a 1st down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Quick throw testing the middle. Catch made in space. Look out. Finally make the tackle, but not before he crosses midfield. 1st down at the 44.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
Looking to scramble. Makes the grab and keeps the foot in bounds. That's going to be enough for a 1st down. Great play.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the 1st down.
The shotgun handoff here. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
Tackled, but 1st down.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that 1st down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
He finds the running back in the flat. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. So down Down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Swarm with a pass rush. A sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. Not much on the return. Tackled at the 17, but a big interception for this defense.
Really nice job of mixing up the looks here by this defense. Sometimes man, sometimes zone. They fool the quarterback here completely, and he throws the pick.
Offense will keep it on the ground here.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game. Held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
There you go, defense. Listen, it's not been a great day for these guys, but this time they stepped up and took out some of that frustration. Nice play.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. The pocket breaking down. It's a sack. They've got it back at the 4-yard line.
Good pressure here by this defense, but it felt like the quarterback held on to the ball a little bit too long to come up with that sack for the D.
He boots it away from inside his own end zone. And here's the return now from midfield. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Extending the play now. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Good defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
Defense stops him short of the 1st down marker, and that'll do it for the 3rd quarter of play. And it's been an old-school ground game duel. These running backs have been putting on a show so far today. And now entering the final period of play, is there an epic comeback in store? We're going to find out. We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this 3rd down. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Looking for his big tight end. Wow, it is interception number 4 today for this QB. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Just great job by this defense defending this RPO. They sat back, and then they overcommitted to stop the run game, and it works out.
Handoff here from the shotgun. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32.
Yeah, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is,
they trap him for a sack.
Chris, hindsight obviously is 20/20, but after a really successful run on the previous play, maybe they should have gone back to the well for another run instead of this pass.
So this offense faces a 2nd and 15. The O-line needs to regroup. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Defense is coming after him. The senior calls his own number, picks up the 1st down.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the 1st down marker is, picking up the 1st down.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Nowhere to run up the middle. Offense getting set. It's second down. Linebackers moving around, trying to confuse the offense. Catch made over the middle. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the plus 40.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
It's a deep shot to the right. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
I'm not really sure why you're stopping the clock here, leading by so much in the fourth quarter. Run the ball, run the clock, and you can walk out of here with a win.
Getting set. Here's second down. Out of the shotgun, they hand it off. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go. No gain there. This defense has been getting sliced up on the drive, but they push back that time, Kirk.
Yeah, kind of a bend but don't break mentality by this defense. They have been giving up some big chunks here on this drive, but let's see if a stop like this can give them a little bit of confidence here. Now try to pressure the quarterback on these upcoming plays.
And the defense sits back in his zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Third down, out of the shotgun. Moves out of the pocket. It's incomplete. This efficient offense doesn't convert on third down this time. So now on fourth down, out comes the field goal unit. He knocks it through with confidence. And that will extend their lead even further.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Set for the kickoff here after adding to this big lead. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. This drive is important. Last one and an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
The back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Some strong run defense there makes it 2nd and 10 now from the 25. Keeping it on the ground here. Breaking free at the 35. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And it's caught. Runs through the defender. What a move. Makes one man miss. Picks up the first down before they stop him.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He escapes the pocket. He's going to take off. And while this is incomplete, we have a flag down in the field. Let's see what this is all about. So the quarterback lost track of where he was. He was all the way beyond the line of scrimmage before throwing that pass. Second down play coming up for this offense. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Looks to the left, pass caught. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And he'll drop back here on third down. Catch made by the tight end. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball into enemy territory. First down now at the 40. The offense will set up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Running out of time in the pocket. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. Runs out of bounds near the goal line. Couldn't quite get there.
Well, this is one of the dangers of playing man-to-man coverage against a quarterback like this. Yeah, they cover everybody down, but without a spy on this quarterback, good job of him recognizing this running lane, just taking off.
Motors all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
You know, today's not been their day, but the thing that you can always hang your hat on is these guys are still competing. They come up with a touchdown here late in the fourth quarter. You can use that as hopefully some momentum into next week.
Point after, knocked right through. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And they'll start the drive here from the 23-yard line. Grinding away with the running game. Picks up the first, looking for more. That'll pick up a first down out of the 37. With that, they should be able to hold on, Kurt, and they prevail in this early season showdown. Never sure at this point how much the rankings mean, but this lower-ranked team came in here and showed they're the better side.
Anytime you can pull off an upset like this over such a highly ranked team, obviously will help your resume, and I think build some confidence that should carry over the rest of the year. You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact, but that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. Wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. Here's a 1st and 10 play. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Second down after that previous play. Looking for a man. On the move now. On the run here. Lets it go. Caught for the completion. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
Well, these guys just won't let up. Another big positive gain here in the passing game from this offense. This is one of those games where you kind of look forward to the film study. You get through things on Saturday night. Maybe you go over there on Sunday to the facility, and on Monday as a team, you break down the film. They'll be pretty happy when they get the chance to look at this one.
The decision is not to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the field goal team. He was successful last time out. This attempt is from 42 yards away. He made it. 3 points on the board. They add to their lead. This matchup had folks around the country stopping and paying attention. We expected a tough battle right down to the final.